The design of the new Volkswagen Polo is every bit as impressive as its production quality. The car's exterior design is what we would expect of a European hatchback, which is to say that it's stylish and sleek. The front end features large LED daytime running lights and a grille with horizontal lines and the Volkswagen logo in the middle. The headlights and tail lights are also LED, so it's easy to see why Volkswagen went with this touch. Is new look Volkswagen Polo a class leader? Volkswagen hasn't given the newly updated Polo any electrification. Will that matter? Volkswagen doesn't radically change big-selling cars, particularly for mid-cycle refreshes. So it is that the Polo's new look brings it into 2022 with a lot of the original from 2017 retained. Just like the exterior of the Volkswagen Polo, the interior of this hatchback is just as impressive. The front seats are very comfortable and have just enough lumbar support to keep you relaxed on long journeys. There are also plenty of steering wheel controls that can be used to adjust the car's settings. One thing that really stands out about the new Polo is its sleek navigation screen that takes up most of the dashboard. This integrated system is designed to be compatible with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for added convenience. Meanwhile, the sporty cabin has a titanium black headliner, red contrast stitching, a leather-wrapped multifunction sport steering wheel, and sport seats wrapped in plaid and leather. It also gets VW's latest generation MIB 3.1 infotainment system with voice control, Wi-Fi, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a digital instrument cluster. Optional features included a Beats audio system with 6 speakers and a floor-mounted amplifier. Customers will have the choice of 8 exterior colors including 3 new ones, Ascot Gray, Vibrant Violet and Smoky Gray. Also new in the latest VW Polo GTI is the automaker's IQ Drive, travel assist feature that allows for semi-automated driving. The system can control the steering, braking, and acceleration of the car from 0 up to 130 miles per hour, 120 kilometers per hour. In addition, IQ Drive works with the Polo GTI's adaptive cruise control and lane assist features to deliver a safer and smoother drive. (2022) Volkswagen Polo Life Standard features 70 kilowatts per 175 Newton meters, manual, or 85 kilowatts per 200 Newton meters, DSG automatic. 1.0-liter turbo 3-cylinder. Automatic LED headlights, new versus all 2021 variants. LED taillights, new versus trendline. 15-inch alloy wheels, new versus trendline. 8.0-inch digital cockpit instrument display, new versus all 2021 variants. 8.0-inch infotainment touchscreen with wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto and digital radio. Wireless smartphone charging, new versus trendline, comfort line. Leather-wrapped steering wheel. Comfort cloth upholstery. Air conditioning. Front seat lumbar adjustment, manual adjustment. Rain sensing wipers, new versus trendline. Auto dimming rear view mirror, new versus trendline. Illuminated front vanity mirrors, new versus trendline. Front center armrest. 7 airbags, including new for 2022 front center airbag. Autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian and new for 2022 cyclist detection. Lane keep assist, new feature for 2022. Front and rear parking sensors, new versus all 2021 variants. Rear view camera. Manual cruise control. Specification packages have been newly designed and reconfigured. Previously, the VW Polo was available in the Trendline Basic model, Comfortline mid-level and Highline premium versions. Volkswagen has done things differently this time, creating a more user-friendly range of versions and integrating the equipment that was most popular with customers into the standard model. The configurator now starts with the Polo version, and continues with Life, Style and R-Line. These versions are set to be launched this spring. And the Polo will be available as a GTI. Segment leading? In some ways, to answer the question, in the headline at the top, the updated Polo certainly does lead the B-segment field in certain ways. Anyone who buys a VW for that feeling of solidity will find it here, and arguably more so than in the pre-facelift model. Outside, the 2022 VW Polo GTI has LED matrix headlights, an LED light bar spanning the front grille, redesigned LED taillight clusters with animated brake lighting, and GTI-specific front and rear bumpers. Of course, no GTI is complete without that signature red trim strip that wraps around the Polo GTI's facade. Dynamically, the little Volkswagen comes second or third to the Fiesta and isn't as entertaining as the Ford or certain others in the class such as the Suzuki Swift or Peugeot 208. That comes down to suspension tune and steering response, even if the Polo does very well in terms of comfort. And there's the key to this model: it's built for the majority, with the GTI available for enthusiasts. Volkswagen really understands what the market wants, and in that context, the updated Polo delivers. Volkswagen has become the latest new car brand to reach the $20,000 market, increasing the price of the cheapest 2022 Volkswagen Polo city car by nearly $6,000 to $25,250 before on-road costs, or close to $30,000 drive away. Talking about whether the Polo is a good choice in 2022, well, the simple answer would be yes. As hatchbacks continue to be a hot-selling product in the pre-owned market, the Volkswagen Polo is a promising vehicle that will give you a sense of pride. On the engine front, there's nothing new. The range will be primarily made up of the same 1.0-liter three-cylinder petrol engine as before, in 89 horsepower, 95 horsepower and 110 horsepower forms. Volkswagen did allude, at the launch event, to the possibility of hybrid or mild hybrid versions further down the line, and there will definitely be a new Polo GTI with 206 horsepower. The current Polo is larger and more technologically sophisticated than its predecessor. The boot is 25% bigger than before, for example, while VW's digital cockpit, a configurable digital dial cluster, is standard on all models. This latest Polo was one of the first supermodels to have such technology, and it certainly adds to the car's appeal. Which Polo engine is best? Probably the best value engine of the bunch is the 89 horsepower 1.2-liter TSI. It'll go from 0 to 100 in a sprightly 10.8 seconds, but it's also quiet and refined, and while it does emit a sporty growl when worked hard, it's never too noisy. Volkswagen clearly knows there is a lack of muscle issue, as the manual transmission has just 5 speeds. Giving it a 6th would be a frustrating waste of time, as you're already holding onto gears in spite of shift advice illuminating as a message within that digital cockpit. Shift from 4th to 5th. This is recommended, and progress often drops off. But staying out of top results in more fuel being used. Again, what a pity there's no diesel. All versions have a standard 7-speed DSG, as does the GTI. All manuals are 5-speeders. Where is the VW Polo manufactured? The Volkswagen Polo is currently manufactured in Brazil, China, Spain and South Africa. Polos built in Cariaga are exported to all right-hand drive markets worldwide, and Volkswagen also supplements production for left-hand drive markets. The Cariaga facility is also the sole manufacturer of the Polo GTI,